My brother's new wife wanted me to erase my dead dad's favorite family memories because it didn't match her Instagram aesthetic. My dad passed away exactly 4 years ago. He wasn't a wealthy guy, but he had this one beautiful obsession. Every single autumn, he would set up the garage for Sunday football. He had this beat-up, buzzing neon bar sign, a cooler that looked like it had survived a war, and his famous slow-cooked Texas chili. It wasn't just about the game, it was about us. He knew exactly how to make everyone feel like they belonged. When he died, the Sundays just went dead. Nobody had the heart to turn the neon sign on. So, as his only daughter, I did. I stepped up. I learned how to smoke the brisket, I figured out the exact spice blend for his chili, and I kept that garage door wide open. For the last 3 years, it's been the only way I can still hear his laugh. Enter my brother's new wife, Sydney. They got married 6 months ago. I honestly tried to be her friend. She's just very curated. Everything has to fit her specific, neutral-toned aesthetic, which is fine, until she started trying to redecorate my grief. At first, she played along. She'd eat the chili, smile, and act like a normal person. But then, about 2 months ago, she texted me, asking to get a matcha latte. I figured she wanted to plan my brother's birthday. I sat down, and she reached across the table, put her hand on mine, and gave me this pitying look. She told me that she felt like our Sunday watch parties were holding the family back. She actually used the phrase, trapped in a time capsule. She said it was really hard for her to host her friends when the vibe was so heavy. She wanted me to move the party into the living room, ditch the neon sign, and maybe switch to, like, a mimosa brunch. I just stared at her. I asked her, "Do you realize my dad's coat is still hanging on the hook by the door?" She sighed, like I was the one being unreasonable. She said she didn't want to make it a big deal. She just wanted to elevate the space. I drank my matcha, stood up, and left. I didn't say a word to my brother. I just went home and started prepping the brisket. A few days later, my brother called. He said Sydney was really hurt, that I was being so stubborn. He asked if I could just compromise, just turn off the neon sign and maybe serve finger sandwiches. I asked him if he hurt himself. I told him, "You're asking me to pack up dad's ghost so your wife's friends can take better Instagram pictures?" He got quiet, then told me I was shutting Sydney out. The next Sunday, I didn't hold back. I fired up the smoker at dawn. I plugged in that buzzing, bright red neon sign. I even wore dad's ugly, oversized jersey. When my brother and Sydney walked in, you could cut the tension with a knife. Sydney didn't eat a single bite. She just sat on the edge of her folding chair, glaring at the garage floor. After the game, she pulled me aside. She told me I was being passive-aggressive and that I made her feel entirely unwelcome in her own family. I looked right at her, and I said, "You are absolutely welcome here, Sydney, but this garage belongs to my dad." My brother came in a few minutes later. He told me that I owed his wife a massive apology for being so hostile. I looked at him, and I told him I wasn't being hostile. I was just watching football.